Welcome back to the channel. All right, we've got the rebalancing news on Scream and Jack-O-Lantern, but it is cool, don't get me wrong, but there's massive news for some of, I know mine and definitely probably your favorite champions of the game. This is really big as we move forward through the game. Trust me, these are important ones. So we'll just quickly talk about Scream and Jack-O-Lantern. They're both very good champions, right? This is the balance update. Basically, are they doing what they were supposed to do in the game? Scream, massive damage. Campo has a rank 4 Scream. It is a beautiful thing. I will link that in the description. Very powerful champion. The ability to handle armor and those sorts of things with the awakened ability. Like I said, I will link that. I don't personally have a Scream, but I remember testing her, can do tremendous damage. Really great champion. And then Jack-O-Lantern, right? Like the first true, I think, like onslaught counter in the game. He is very good. I remember though, having, not all of you, a lot of you didn't do this, but having to kind of like temper a lot of your thoughts on this, because he was so great for a certain Battlegrounds meta, but that was increasing his damage significantly. He is very good. We've had him consistently in the 2nd tier in my general tier list. We've had him relatively high rated in the Battlegrounds tier list, and that's what he's supposed to do, right? He's doing a really good job of. He's relatively simple to play. Sometimes you do not even need to throw his SP1. I think let's get the precision and then go to your SP2. He's decent for Sinister, great for Onslaught. He's a very good champion, doing what he's supposed to do. As a result, there are no balances up or down. Now, I'm actually very happy about that because here's what that means. And this is where we're getting to like the juiciest of it all, where I am so I couldn't believe it when I saw this. All right, so they're saying, remember the batch updates. We're excited to announce the first group of champions here. Let me get this out. Receiving an update will be Patriot. You know, I currently already like Patriot. I'm very excited to see him be buffed, though, okay? We've had him consistently in the 3rd tier of my general tier list, which is like, he can do things. He's not one of the single best champions in the game, but if you enjoy him and you play him well, you're going to be able to do a lot. A good photon counter, right? And then can do a lot. He's got that reversal mechanic. I'm pumped up to see him get buffed, though, okay? I am. I'm very pumped up for that. Now, here's where this gets juicy as heck. And this is what I was hoping they would do, right? Is that if a champions didn't need buffs, they would fill them in with actual buffs of other champions. Bring them to the game. Bring them as 7 stars, right? Now, they don't explicitly say they're going to come as 7 stars, but come on. Kabam wants to make money. Why would they buff these champions and not put them out as 7 stars? Yondu and MODOK. Both of these champions are worthy of like showing up on my tier list. Cap MODOK does cool stuff with Yondu. I literally soloed a very tough boss. I think it was like an EOP or something a couple summers ago, laying by the pool in Cabo San Lucas while drinking like a pina colada. Not kidding. Soloed a boss. He's very good champion. Okay, but again, I'm kind of bearing the lead. I think that's the term here. MODOK's the one I'm most hyped for, but I'll explain that in a minute. For those who aren't familiar with Yondu, this is a very good champion. Look at this signature ability, right? Yondu's, the whole thing, right? Enemies activating a special attack suffer a weakness for each debuff effect they're suffering from at the time of this. Again, I keep shouting out Kat because these things keep coming up. She's shown us so many cool things on my Discord server of Yondu just like tanking specials, blocking them, okay? And then she just goes on and she like dominates the fight. It is so cool to see. I love this character from the movies. I want to see them be even better. I love this. Kabam has shown, right? I think they've learned they're not going to change the essence of champions. Think about like the Medusa buff is late, or the Hood, who we're going to get to here in a second. You're like, how's Hood going to play into this? Trust me, he will. So they're gonna. I think that they've learned. I'd love to see something. Bleed is cool. Don't get me wrong. So it stays bleed, but like, come up with something new, man. This is the arrow. Do something cool with this. The pilfering of the armor up buffs would be really nice to see that, right? We've got the offensive ability accuracy for the special 1, the special 2, massive block penetration if you're throwing it into the block. So there's a really good character here that they can work on, has a heal block. So this is a champion that can be worked on significantly. There's a lot here already. Now let me get to the showstopper. All right, we're going to get to it. Just quick shout out to Khonshu's Ankh. Really been impressed by this site lately as Aunt May continues to go longer and longer without being updated. I've been almost exclusively using Khonshu's Ankh. It's done everything I would have wanted it to do. So big shout out if you're not familiar with this. This is where a lot of us content creators and players get our signature ability level ideas for using our 6 stones. And we can quickly check in on things as awesome as this. And you're like, dude, okay, what? I've been playing the game. He was a dominant defender when I first started playing this game. He was fierce. And so he's probably going to stick with that identity. However, I feel like they've often done a good job of making the defenders have some offensive use, right? Think about like Zola, think about Serpent, some offensive use. So I'm excited for that. But you're like, okay, dude, why are you so pumped up? Like I was shocked when I saw his name and I immediately ran to this website to check it. And let me show you this. If he gets use at all, I'm talking like even just basic offensive use, he's going to make it on your questing teams. And let me show you why. This is one of the single best synergies for Ultron, who now people are starting to have. I put my 6 zones into him. I have rank 3 Sig 200 because he is so good. But I don't think I even showed this synergy because I was like, it's with MODOK. Like I'm not gonna take the time in the video because the video is already running long to show people like, hey, you can bring your 6-star MODOK when Ultron's damage was already good enough as it is. But now, oh boy, I am pumped up for this. But wait, there's more. Kabam just used that in a post that honestly, I had a tough read on it, but I'm not going to let them steal my fun. We've got synergies with other really good champions here. We've got like Diablo, the leader, can never think of the cow's name, Rintra, of course, Kingpin, but I'm beginning to wonder if we're ever going to get Kingpin. But let me show you another champion who is phenomenal. In fact, I'm going to be putting out a showcase on the Hood very, very soon. I think I've recently taken him to rank 3. Now, you have a synergy with Count Nefaria that is really helpful. It does a similar, but not exactly the same thing. I'm going to show you in that showcase how well it works out. And then Hood is really nice on the other side for Nefaria too. But this synergy is with Mole Man, who has been a pretty exclusive champion to get as a 7-star. And so now, if there's a chance to get MODOK, you've got the same one. You're refreshing your bullets. You're getting 3 bullets every single time you're knocking a champion down. The Hood is that good of a champion. Like I said, the showcase will be coming out. So to have another questing partner who's going to actually be good, who you're happy to have, right? Because maybe you don't have Nefaria, or maybe Nefaria doesn't work, or hopefully they give MODOK some cool abilities, like I said, for some of these other defenders that have been coming out. This is going to be massive for Hood. We don't feel like you're like giving up on the synergy space. But wait, there's more. And there it is. One of the best. I mean, the Hood is phenomenal, solidly in my 2nd tier in my tier list, right? Good battleground champion, good war, good questing. But Sinister is in the highest tier on my tier list. Very deserved, very good in war, amazing in battlegrounds, great in questing, great in long form. Now you can see the synergy runs with some other champions too. But let's say you don't have Ultron. Now, if you can get the synergy, and if MODOK is actually good, like I am not kidding. You guys know, I always tell you the truth. I'm like, hey, I'm going to rank this champion. I'm going to awaken this champion. And then I go ahead and do it. If something comes along and I change my mind, I tell you, I am pumped up for MODOK. I am extremely pumped up. I hope they give him like some cool use in the science. I don't need him to be the best hacker in the world. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a defender because that's what they've already got. That's the character and the essence of the champion that already exists. But give him some good uses. SP1 already kind of does some cool stuff. There was a time, you got to go back like years, he could actually be used for some like nodes and war and things like that. Refresh that, give us some use, give him some like power control. I don't know, something cool. And then you take him in and he synergizes up with the Hood, Ultron, and Mr. Sinister, and look how powerful that synergy is for Mr. Sinister. These Sinister players, and I've shown you a lot of Mr. Sinister. I had one of the first, I think, rank 3s in the world. I've taken mine to Sig 200. I've shown you all of this, and to be able to have this power lock, it just helps you dominate the fights even more. I'm very pumped up for MODOK. As usual, let me know what you think got right. Let me know what we think got wrong. Let me know who you're the most pumped up for. Do you have Scream? Do you have Jack? I think people who have Jack and Scream are pretty happy with this, but if for some reason you're not, you also let me know. I'm always interested in learning that. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.